Who's in the midfield? Can't see number 10.
Tyrese.
Is the midfield.
Yeah. Down the back, you got.
Who's his?
On the left, you got Hartman.
Hartman is left back.
Yeah.
Santa's 3. Link
right.
Smith.
And then on the right, you got McCall.
McCall here? No.
Williams.
Is on the right back. Got you. That's all I need. All right, stand by. We're going in.
Hartman's McCall. This is
I heard you, man. What do you think I just done? What do you think I just done, Diddy?
Number 3. Who's the right back?
That's McHale. McHale, I called him McHale. Y'all got it right.
And the third final of the 15th annual Kappa Classic is now underway, featuring the under 14 boys final, BAA, against the Dandytown Brown. We'll give you the lineup, and joining us for the first time of this Kappa Classic 2014 is well-known former player and coach here in Bermuda, Maceo Deal. We'd like to say good morning.
Good morning, Mike. As always, a pleasure working with you again. It's been far too long that we've been together, man.
Now, you've been busy with 1 or 2 teams yourself, so you're going to be with us for a few matches, but then you'll disappear for a short while. How is your teams faring in the tournament before we give the lineups of BAA and Dandytown?
Actually, they did well. We got, we just had the girls that have been 1-2 finals, as well as we got 2 teams in the under 10 final and 1 team in the under 8 final. So they did well.
When you say we?
Valencia, ABC Valencia.
Oh, yeah, 3-1 wins in under 10s and under 12s.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 great wins just now on the smaller field. But we move to the larger field for the under 14s. The lineup for BAA in this under 14 final: Andrew Kemp, goalkeeper; Jordan Watts; Mikhail Williams; Link Smith; Jacoa Thomas; Tyree Robinson; Corey Booth; Matthew Lempitt; Omar Wilson; Colin Zool; Diego Flacky Richardson; Michael Hartman; Eduardo Vieira. The lineup for the Dandytown Browns is Jaden Manders, that's Baby Porky, and also Jason Simons, he's the man controlling the defense for Dandytown, Krishan Henry, Rai Asarn, Anishe Zul Kazi, as you see a chance for Dandytown there. Also, Tajay Smith, he's the speedy little striker up there. Also, Adre Moore for Dandytown.
This will be very, very contrasting styles of football here. You're going to be playing against Dandytown's skillfulness and raw talent against BA's organization. So it's going to be interesting to how it match up. And we just watch Smith is just tracking. He's so intelligent. He's such an intelligent thinker. He moves in good areas. He gets on the ball a lot, and he's ever dangerous with that left foot once he gets on the ball. But it's gonna come down to Jason Simons at the back to be able to marshal and keep BA out, and their movement and their discipline.
Yeah, my first impression with Tajay Smith was that he was a bit stocky, and that here he is now on the ball, that he wouldn't be able to do much. But you just countered that by saying he's skillful. So
thoughtful.
And thinks the game.
Yeah, he's very thoughtful. It makes him Aberdeen.
All right, so let's see. Jason Simons, the man you just mentioned, is going to have to be on his P's and Q's for Dandytown, placing the ball for this Dandytown goal kick. The goalkeeper, Baby Pork, they say. Manders goes out there, long ball looking for Smith up front, but the center back down there, Link Smith, heads it out. Here comes BAA, a lot more space, and moving forward here. Oh, and having one from well outside is Mikhail Williams, yes. So, and what I like about this is they're using the width of the pitch. You don't see them all in clusters chasing the ball. They're using the pitch. They know their positions. These under 14s are well drilled as Dandytown tries to go forward. Trying to come wide out here to number 8, Anishe Zulkazi, but BAA come up with it. Headed forward by Link Smith. Now it's BAA going down the left flank here. The right side over here, Matthew Lempitt at the Referee's assistant, Leroy Wilson, Curly Joe better known as. Puts up the flag. Headed forward now. Sent back in by Mikhail Williams, and the whistle goes. This is the third final for Ray Jones. Kappas have changed up the format somewhat. Normally we see First Division and Premier Division officials out there, but it looks like they're going to let the Kappa football guru, Ray Jones, handle the finals.
Yeah, Ray is more than capable. He knows the game well. You know, he knows it. And it's 1-0. And it's 1-0. BA created from Hartman created a bit of confusion there from a free kick straight at the goal. And just that confusion has confused Manders, and it's 1-0, and it's Hartman that's put BA on the score sheet. Something interesting I'm just noticing, Mike. Dennytown don't seem to have a bench or a coach over there. I don't know what the situation is over there, but they don't seem to have a bench or a coach. So they're going to be playing what we call soldier football. Is these 7 players that are on the field that's going to have to do it. Don't know what that situation is.
There is a coach with the blue.
Oh yes, I do see. I do see the
player on the bench.
See the coach. Yes, my apologies. Mike Richardson's over there. He's been marshalling Dennytown for quite some time. So, but they're gonna be playing soldier football out there. You're gonna see Dennytown look to get Smith on the ball at every opportunity, and I think BA know that. BA know that they're gonna look to crowd him a lot so that he doesn't get the ball, because if he gets that ball in that last third, he can make it happen. Yeah. See, look how intelligent he is. He knows his ability. He say, I'm not going to keep the ball in this position. I'm going to move, and I'm moving to a better area. I'm just going to drop it, and he just slides out. They're going to look for him. They're going to look for him, and they're going to find him, and he's on it. And again, he's on it, and it's caught him up, and it's finished. Oh, I tell you, he's on him. He is ever dangerous, clever. Look at him. Pulls out again.
Hartman
pulls up.
Right
oh, Hartman's whacking at both ends. They're going to find him again. And Mike, that's just what I'm saying about him. He takes up such intelligent positions, and he catches people off guard. He cuts on them, but that actual chance fell to his right foot. His favorite foot is his left foot.
It's BAA 1-0 in this under-14 final thus far. Michael Hartman with an excellent goal that stayed low into a maze of players, and Hartman just sort of directed it into the back of the net, leaving keeper Manders somewhat blinded, so he can't be really blamed for that. But it's BAA 1-0 as Dandytown try to get something going over the left side here. Oh, bit of pushing there against Tyree Robinson. Free kick to Dandytown. Anisha Zul-Casey will do the honors as number 11, Matthew Lempert, is told to dress back by referee Jones. Here's the kick into the box. Oh, an opportunity fell right there to Jason Simons, Maceo. He just didn't really get a hold of it. So it's still BA 1-0 in this under-14 final. A substitution. Number 11 goes off. Matthew Lempert is off, and number 13 comes on. That's Omar Wilson, and here's your man again over the top. But he does find space. He does find space.
He's just getting his range. One thing I like about him, he's a player. He doesn't lose confidence if he misses. When he misses, he reminds me of Packy. When he misses, you know he's going to get a goal because he's made it himself, because he's missed, and he's going to work hard to get it. He reminds me so much of Raymond Packy Beach, man. He's ever dangerous, and they know it. Here's Jason covering Ron again. Yeah, but as you see him, he's mentally preserves his energy. He uses it right. He makes good decisions. He moves off the ball well. Yeah. The game is actually just starting to come alive. I just want to make mention. Thank you for the Kappas for hosting this tournament. I mean, this year has grew a little bit. Where you got some teams, some foreign teams, so which is good. Okay. And here's Andre Moore, the enforcer. I call him the enforcer. It's one of the kids I work with the National Academy. He's the enforcer. Good. And BA can break here. No players forward. BA is a little bit apprehensive of committing players forward, quite rightly so, because they're up 1-0 in the game. Yeah. Whereas Danny Town are the team that now has to bring the game to BA.
We're still in the first half of this under-14 final, the 15th annual Kappa Classic. It's 5 minutes in, and it's 1-0. Big boot by Jason Simons, goes long. Up there is Tajay Smith, having to go all the way back to Tajay, who's working on the right flank. He's being watched very closely over there by Hartman, the goal scorer for BAA. It'll be a throw in for BAA, and Hartman will take the throw.
Go check them out. Tell them.
Yeah, you touched on it briefly there, Maceo. This is the first year that the tournament has gone international, with Jason Smith Soccer Academy from Boston sending down to 2 teams. They haven't reached. Oh, 2 opportunities there for Dandytown. Good action. Just need to finish it off and direct it into the back of the net. But as I was saying there, they sent 2 teams, under 12 and under 14s, and there's word that they're going to go back and try to bring more teams down for next year from the Boston area. So it will truly make it an international tournament, the 16th Classic, Kappa Classic next year. But good to see 2 foreign teams for the first time in the tournament.
I mean, our country has a great marketing potential if we get it right. I mean, sports tourism is great. I mean, we're struggling with tourism at this point, and sports is the way forward. Like, I travel all over the world to different events and for football, and sports is what brings people to your economy, brings money in your economy. Oh, and he's on it, and he's finished that. He made no mistake. He made no mistake. He made no mistake, and you see that. He's had 2 chances, and the third one he's put him. And that's what I love about him. I love that about him. Missing chances doesn't upset him. It doesn't upset his confidence. I had to ref a game one time, Mike, and at halftime he had missed 2 chances. He came out on the field and said, "It's showtime." And I looked at him and said, "Wow, he is clinical. He made no mistake about that." Good. Now the game's evenly poised.
Goody. You get a chance, right? Tell them to give me a list of the sponsors that they've been called. Last year we had them. I don't have any list.
And Dandytown look to get the ball forward again. They're going to be looking for Smith. They're going to be looking for him at all times. And Rye is a perfect foil for Smith because he's the physical player. He moves, he pulls them apart, and it's tried. Good save by keeper Kemp. Good distribution coming out. And there's the enforcer, Andre. Well done. And good sportsmanship between the 2 players shaking hands after that tackle. I'd love to see that, especially at this age. Yeah. Ooh. And it's an goal. A bit of confusion. Mendes came out and didn't talk. And Jason has put 1 or 2s in that. Now, this is going to be interesting because Jason's going to know that he has to respond for that. He's going to know. And look at him. He's walking the ball back to the center circle because he's ready to respond. We had Jason. He's in the National Academy. We had him in Alabama, and he plays with such desire and such heart. He does. His game is keeping him still. Most of the coaches that come down to Bermuda and he's made another mistake. He's going to have to let that mistake go. Jacoas Thomas is putting pressure on him. Most of the coaches were just recently had the coaches from IMG down there, and they're quite interested in Jason. And with the National Academy, his school, Berkeley, trying to work hard with him to get him in position where he can receive some of these opportunities, man. Because this is the game that's going to help him. Again, look at Smith. Look at Smith. He preserves that energy so well. He knows when to move. He knows which balls he's going to go after. He reads the game like a pro.
I was saying, Maceo, it's deceiving first impression looking at him, but if you watch this young man, he has a huge amount of potential.
Yes.
And I'm now agreeing with you wholeheartedly that his ability to read the game, find spaces, find the gaps, and take advantage of opportunities. And he's always asking for the ball. He's hungry.
Well, you know, as far as his stockiness, he's going to grow taller, you know, which is going to happen. He's just hoping now he takes the nutritional part and the fitness part of the game serious, because his talent's going to require him to do a lot. So as he gets older, I mean, right now he's 13 years old, so he's going to get a little bit taller, and with that ability he's got, that's when it's going to come into play. You know, so at this age is not, you don't worry so much about his stockiness, but in another year or two when he has that growth spurt, it is going to become important that he gets into himself in proper fitness and proper shape. You know, that is going to become important. But his mental approach to the game, his ability. Yes, in this half, and BA up 2-1. Interesting half going on here.
All right. So we're midway through the under-14 final, and it's BAA leading Dandytown Brown 2-1 at the interval of this 15th annual Kappa Classic here at the northern field of the National Sports Center. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more action on Bermuda